And well, the Saudis have reacted angrily to the accusation that their Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman hacked the phone of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Hashtag boycott Amazon was trending on Twitter shortly after UN officials called an investigation into the hacking allegation. The hashtag was first started by a pro-government account, and then more than 50 accounts posted more than 1,400 tweets in support of the hashtag. Most of the tweets called on Bezos to apologize. Many experts believe that the latest online activity against Amazon seems like a coordinated effort to build pressure on Bezos. The hashtag boycott Amazon first made its debut in February last year when Bezos first raised questions about the connection of the Royal Kingdom in an article published in a daily about his extramarital affair with Lauren Sanchez, who is now his girlfriend. The Saudi embassy in US has called the hacking allegation absurd. The allegation has come just months after the US Justice Department charged 2 former Twitter employees with spying for Saudi Arabia by accessing and sharing the data of Twitter users in 2015. And while U.S. Special Representative for Iran, Brian Hook, has issued a stern warning to Qasem Soleimani's successor, Ismail Ghani. Ghani had promised to pursue the path set by his predecessor, but the U.S. has vowed to take out the new Quds Force chief if he engages in anti-America activities. Well, Brian Hook said, and I quote, "If Ismail Ghani follows a similar path of killing Americans, he will meet the same fate because the president has made clear for years that any attacks against American personnel or interests in the region will be met with a decisive response," unquote. Well, he also talked about what a Trump nuclear deal with Iran would look like. According to Hook, Iran will have to completely walk away from nuclear enrichment, ballistic missile testing, and funding of proxy groups. Even as the nuclear deal remains in limbo, U.S. is continuing its maximum pressure policy on Iran. The Treasury Department has blacklisted 2 companies in Hong Kong and 1 each in Shanghai and Dubai over their dealings with Iran's national oil company. The Department of Homeland Security has also scrapped the E1 and E2 visa program, and this means that Iranians will be prohibited from visiting America for trade and investment purposes. And well, let's now shift our focus to Iraq, which is facing mass protests for months now. Thousands of Iraqis rallied at 2 central intersections in the capital city of Baghdad. Men and women marched waving the Iraqi national flag and chanted slogans against the United States. People also held signs reading "Exit from Iraq." The march was called by a prominent cleric, Muqtada al-Sadr. Sadr is an opponent of all foreign interference in Iraq and has recently aligned himself more closely with Iran. The march was aimed to pressurize Washington into pulling out its troops from the Iraqi soil.
للعراقيين للخروج بتظاهرات مليونية تمثل هذه السيادة التي انتهكت على مدى 16 عام من قبل القوات الأمريكية ومن قبل الغرباء. اليوم العراقيون يهبون لاستجابة للتظاهرات المليونية من أجل الوقوف بوجه أي تدخلات خارجية وفرض السيادة العراقية عبر هذه التظاهرات المليونية.
Well, anti-U.S. demonstrations in Iraq have escalated following the killing of Qasem Soleimani and senior Iraqi militia leader Abu Mahdi al-Muhandis in an American airstrike in Baghdad. However, there is a section of the population which fears that the anti-U.S. agenda could overshadow months-long anti-government protests. Anti-government protesters have been trying to divert public attention back to the pressing domestic issues by simultaneously gathering at the Tahrir Square, a symbol of protests against the government since October last year.